Welcome to Two Worlds Alchemy, your life soundtrack, where every song has a story and every story has the capability to give us our power to reconnect back to ourselves. Have you ever heard a song that you've long forgotten and all of a sudden it takes you back? Well, that's what we decided to do with this episode. We're going back to August of 1988, where we look at George Michael's Faith, we look at Poison's Open Up and Say Ah, and Def Leppard's Hysteria. So, pull up a chair, put on some headphones, and enjoy where we take nostalgia and make it relevant again with the stories of our life. The question for you, are these part of your soundtracks? Let's hear it if it is. Enjoy.
Because what he likes to do is he gets all bottled up while he's at work and has all this energy, and then he comes home, and guess what happens? Boom.
Boom.
I get it all. So we're going to talk about music. I can't believe I'm going to ask you this.
Oh, but you are, and it's going to be so fun because we're going to do it my way.
Oh, God. Buckle up.
Yep. And what we're going to talk about is the top 10 albums in 1988. And we're going to go in order. We might skip a few.
Okay, so why
I
1988?
don't know. I would have been 12 years old and getting ready to be that teen, the last year of preteen. That was big.
Okay.
And we love, there's so many, it's just great. Just great.
So what was the number one album in 19? Wait, the number one album on August 1st,
Yes.
1988. What? Wait, was it done?
I'm so excited. I already know it. I already know it.
What is the number one album?
It was Def Leppard's Hysteria.
Okay, so why was that such a special album?
Oh.
One of my favorites, by the way.
One of my favorites.
It is. It's
I
a great
don't even know where to start. Because we have a
So
connection to this.
excited.
I
I
am.
love it.
We went and seen Def Leppard in concert not long ago, and was it not one of the most emotional experiences you've ever had at a concert?
Yes, and we got to see them twice.
Right.
And that was pretty fantastic.
And we got emotional during it, and the first time when you and I went by ourselves, you got extremely emotional in it.
Oh, I did. Man, I really got emotional.
You did.
Especially hearing Hysteria live for the
Live
first time.
for the first time.
And Rick Allen. Don't even get me started about Rick Allen.
Rick Allen.
Oh my God.
Rick Allen, I used
Best drum solo
ever.
ever.
It was fantastic. For those of you who don't know the story of Rick Allen, look it up. You don't want me to get started on that. But it's
a whole
one of
different
the
episode.
it's one of the greatest stories ever of having
Here's
a
a good
friendship.
question for you. What is your favorite song off of that album and why?
Ooh, wait, in 1988, me at 12 years old, or are
Here we go.
Yes, or are we
Either
talking
one.
about right now?
Either one you want to do, go with it.
Oh.
Which one gets you most excited? Just start with 1988 me. We'll do both. Do 1988 me. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm going to give you both answers,
You're
but
both
I'll do
in that same.
1988 first. I already know this. Ready?
Mhm.
All right, let me get a drink of water. So we're going to talk about Hysteria from 1988. There was a girl that I liked, and she happened to mention that she loved the lead singer of Def Leppard, and he had that distressed look on his blue jeans where they're cut all the way down. And I loved the band, and she loved it, and there was such a connection there because we talked about Def Leppard, and I was like, I'm going to have to get a new pair of blue jeans, and I got to ask my grandma for them.
So you had to ask your grandma for a new pair of blue jeans.
I did.
I can only imagine what she said.
Well, she asked me what I wanted a new pair of blue jeans for, or more or less, did I need them?
Okay.
So, me being honest and her favorite, I was like, Grandma, there's this girl I like, and the style is to make them distressed, so I'd have to cut them with a razor blade. And so she was like, wait, so I'm going to go buy you a new pair of blue jeans just so you can rip the hell out of them? I was like, yeah. But it was, my grandparents had to buy my school clothes almost every year because my mom could not travel and go school shopping with me. And think about that time frame. It was, I so wanted this girl's attention. And bless you again, Panda. But it reminds me right now of how Caroline is going to school, and the ex-wife took her shopping, and we're trying to help her figure out who she is. She's getting ready to be 12 years old in December, so it's right at that time I was.
Can I tell you about mine?
Yes.
So my favorite memory of, I guess, really discovering the Hysteria album was, oh my gosh, I can't remember the year. I graduated in 97. and I was probably, I don't know, 18 or 19, I guess. I was going to college and I was driving back and forth, and this album just got played on repeat over and over. And Animal was one of my favorite songs. I loved driving and shouting Animal.
Oh, I could see you doing that too.
Yeah. I had one of my best friends ask me, like, what is one of your songs you want to dance to at your wedding? And I was like, oh, Animal, for sure.
We didn't dance to that at our wedding.
Or Love Bites. And she's like, why Love Bites? Isn't that like a breakup song? I was like,
what? How dare she question that?
Such a heart-wrenching.
It is.
I love you so much. Well, I absolutely love you for all this passion and energy you have for music. So I have to ask you a question.
All right.
There's 2 more albums on the top 10 list I want to ask you about.
Oh, please do.
So you can choose which one you want to talk about.
Okay.
Either George Michael, because
Faith?
that's one of my favorites.
The Faith album?
Yeah, the Faith album. His best album.
Oh.
In my opinion.
Brilliant. Miss George.
I was in love with him.
I miss George. You were. Hey, I had a coffee mug made one year for, I think it was our anniversary, and it was nothing but George Michael face all over it.
I have it at work. Everybody always asks me about it. Anyway, so George Michael or Poison.
Let's do Poison. Open Up and Say Ah. Is that the album?
Open Up and Say
right, so
ah.
that's where they had the makeup on, the big poofy hair, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, got it.
Like Jim and the Holograms.
Yeah, like Jim and the Holograms. That's perfect. But their first album was Look What the Cat Dragged In, and so Open Up and Say Ah was their second album.
Second one, okay. Is that your favorite one?
Yeah, I think that is my favorite one. Yeah, that's definitely
Why is Open Up and Say Ah your favorite one?
Oh, in '88, when that album came out, I had a friend that lived across the alley from me where I lived with my mom in Indiana. And that was just so impressionable on everybody. He was kind of dressing like that era. So you had Motley Crue mixed into that, coming out really loud and hard.
Band T-shirts, right?
Yeah, everybody had band T-shirts. There was just so many good songs off that. Every Rose Has Its Thorn, the classic love ballad of rock, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody knows that damn song. Everybody would sing along with it. I remember at that age 12, like I thought that's what heartbreak really was. Like it was like that was the end all and be all. It's like he's so sad singing the song, strumming that guitar, and then it just breaks in with the loud CC DeVille, who I've always thought was a damn great guitarist. Love it.
I think my memory from Every Rose Has Its Thorn in particular, I remember my sisters throwing me in the back seat of their car and saying, hey, we're going to go driving on some back roads, probably doing some nefarious shit, and blasting some damn Poison, just as heavy as
rocking
the Guns N' Roses. Oh, yeah, absolutely rocking out that rebel stage. They were teenagers. I was probably like 6, 7 years old.
You'd be like
exposed to all that.
Y'all be like all the characters in Alanis Morissette's ironic video where there's all these different versions of her in that car.
Oh yeah, my sisters both had the classic haircut, the Farrah Fawcett, the bangs, and all the layers. Yeah, they rocked that shit.
All right. Let's talk about George Michael with that Faith album. That's your man.
Faith. That video, the tight blue jeans, the boots, the jukebox, the guitar right over the crotch.
Absolutely. George was
I don't know how old was I? I was in 1988.
You'd have been 10.
My 10-year-old little self-discovery.
Yeah.
Didn't know what all that was all about, but I knew it was looking like a lot of fun.
George.
He's gotta have faith.
George is so underrated on his artistry. His videos are fantastic.
And his voice.
And his voice. Unbelievable, his voice.
Very underrated.
And, oh my God, we're going to go off, so I could go so far with this. Let's just stick to the Faith album right now then, okay? So my question to you is, Faith from the Faith album would be your number one George Michael?
Probably. It's one of those that if it comes on the radio, I'm not going to change it or turn it if it comes on the playlist.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite, I guess, song off of the Faith
album?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Mine, oh man, is it okay to like the love song? One More Try?
Why not? Why One More Try?
Oh,
Out of all of them,
he's,
why One
his
More Try?
voice in that is fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, it's earth shattering. Tell me what you would have thought of it hearing it for the first time.
Yeah, I know that when I heard it for the first time, I didn't know what that kind of heartbreak was.
And it still is.
I
If,
learned.
if you listen to it now, you know what it is, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Look at what number 2 is.
Father figure.
Tell me about that one.
That one's naughty and deserves its own conversation separately later. And probably a completely different episode. All right. I'm going to wrap this up because we'll still be talking next Sunday if we let this continue. So, in order, right?
Yes.
Def Leppard, Guns N' Roses,
Banging.
Van Halen.
OU182.
Wait. The Dirty Dancing soundtrack.
Oh,
we were
that's
just talking about that one the other day.
We got to do an episode on that. Okay.
Steve Winwood.
With it.
Tracy Chapman. George Michael Faith. Poison, Open Up and Say Ah.
Absolutely.
Sade. Stronger Than Pride.
Yes.
And then the soundtrack, more Dirty Dancing.
More Dirty Dancing.
So Dirty Dancing made it twice.
Yo. Once again, the message is music for you and I both is now relevant, just not nostalgia. We're still learning from it. And so in closing, if you have any comments, any suggestions, leave it. But the next time we're going to do this, it is going to be the Dirty Dancing soundtrack because we talked about that just the other day.
There's actually a great story I'd love to share with you about our beginning in that song.
Ooh. That sounds good.